Hey traders, Marcello here from Wandering Trader and the Day Trading Academy. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about what they don't tell you before you're going to learn how to trade. So we're here in Costa Rica. I have about, one thing I always like to show you guys is my open positions. I just closed $3,600 in open positions, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that here now. I think, you know, in the industry, everybody is going to talk to you guys about how much money that you can make. And I don't think a lot of people is actually going to talk to you guys about how much money you can lose. Because at one point I lost everything. I know traders that have lost everything. Jared, if you guys know Jared from DTA, he went bankrupt. He has 2 kids. So there's really a part of day trading that I think a lot of people don't talk about. And obviously they want to sell courses and do things like that. And it's important, I think, to talk about the entire aspect of it. You know, if you guys don't know my story, I took out $25,000 in student loans. I lost that in a month. I did the only responsible thing, and I took out even more loans because for me, this wasn't an option B. This is really what I wanted to do, to be able to enjoy places like this, travel around the world, which I've been doing now for about 8 or 9 years. And I just heard one of my targets get filled. I want to show you this, guys, again. So about $5,900 now in profit today. So you know, there have been days where I've lost $80,000 in 12 minutes. I remember it clearly. It was on Rodadero Beach in Colombia. If you guys wanna hear that story, I'll definitely share it with you guys. It was a bit of a perfect storm where the internet went out. I couldn't get my broker on the phone. My internet on the phone wasn't working to call via the internet. Phone lines were down. Absolutely perfect storm. I was during the oil crisis in 2009 with Iran. Recently in 2014, I lost $50,000 in silver. So there's just a completely different side to trading, and I really want you guys to understand that learning how to day trade isn't easy. I know a lot of us make it look easy in the industry, myself included, but it's important to be able to understand that you're not gonna start day trading and you're gonna start learning how to trade and next week you're gonna start making $1 million, okay? You're not gonna be rich next week. You're not gonna be rich in a month from now. And it takes a lot of years to be able to dominate this industry, to be able to learn this skill. Because at the end of the day, what you have to do, guys, you have to make sure that you learn how to do this and stay consistent at it. You know, another thing that I can tell you guys is that learning how to trade is not going to be something where where it's similar to you go to school for 4 years, 5 years, you go to a job and every day you just, you know, no, that's not how it works, guys. Day trading, the markets always change. We have to adapt to what the market is doing. We have to make sure that we're alert, right? You're not going to make money in the market if Thursday night you went out on college night because you wanted to see Susie. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind as well. And I think the majority of people who are thinking about getting into this industry and the majority of people who actually are interested in learning how to trade don't really understand the daunting task that it is. Most guys, you know, very, very smart individuals. I've trained everybody from $50 million fund manager to 16-year-old student in Africa to a painter. My man Iceman, the professional hockey player in Norway, which we're going to see at the end of the month. So hopefully I'll get some footage of him as well. It really doesn't matter where you're from or what you do. This is something that we have to develop over time, right? And generally when you go to learn how to do something, you're not going to be able to learn how to do something in a matter of a few days or a few weeks. So keep that in mind, guys, because I want to make sure that I get that across to you. Even though I love to travel the world and I love to show off all the places that I've been to inspire you guys, at the end of the day, I really believe that most of us think that this is going to be a quick process to making $1 million overnight. And I don't know if you guys have learned in your lives, but there is nothing that is free, right? We have to work at it to make sure that we learn how to be able to do this, because if we don't, well, we're just going to lose $25,000 in student loans like I did when I first started. So I really want to try to communicate that with you guys. As fast as you guys think that you're going to learn how to trade, it's going to take longer than that. If you are the smartest person in the room, or the smartest person that you think you are, it's most likely you're going to take longer for you to learn how to trade, because generally very smart people are very, very stubborn. I was very stubborn when I learned how to trade. You know, I bought a $8,000 training program for some software, and I figured out later that I could actually do that on my own. I didn't have to pay somebody to do that, so keep that in mind. But another thing as well, that I obviously I have an academy. I sell courses on how to trade, but I want to be able to be honest with you guys that you don't have to pay anybody to learn how to do this. You don't have to pay $10,000. You don't have to go to a training. Obviously, what you guys have to think of is the timing of how long it will take you, because obviously if you're learning how to trade, if you have a coach, you're going to go down on time. As long as you get a good strategy or a good system. When you learn on your own, obviously that's gonna take you a lot more time, because I know you guys have seen that let's say there's a lot of things online that aren't really true. Anybody can post anything online. You know, a lot of these guys that teach people how to trade don't even actually make money. And I think another one of my positions closed. I'm up $9,400 today now. Check this out. So about $9,400 just today. I also got into some silver miners. Today's March 15th, which is the day that the Fed decided to raise rates. So obviously that made, well, that should have made gold and silver go down, but it actually went up. So yeah, I want to be transparent with you guys and let you guys know that you don't have to pay anybody to trade, but it's really just a matter of how long do you want to take to really learn how to get this. Because if you guys don't understand it, or you're brand new to it, then obviously it's going to get to the point where you have to find out what information matters, what you can throw away, what you don't have to do, all that kind of thing, okay? After now, we're in Costa Rica, as I mentioned. We're going to be traveling now to the coast. We're going to go to the beach called Manuel Antonio. After that, we're going to be heading back inland to the thermal springs near San Jose, and we have a training on Saturday, which is going to be for all of our traders in Costa Rica, which I'm really, really excited about. So those are really a few of the things that I think you guys should understand about this industry, because I think everybody tries to make it look very easy, and obviously once you get to the point where you really learn how to do this, it is as easy as just taking candy from a baby. But unfortunately, in the beginning, I really want to break through to you guys that it's not something that's easy to do. It's something that it's gonna take time. You're gonna have to sacrifice things. That's something else that I think you guys should know. You know, if you're in your early 20s, you're gonna have to sacrifice that social life. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of things, because at the end of the day, the more time that you spent doing this, the faster you're going to learn how to do it, okay? And it's not only about the quantity of time, it's also about the quality of time. So you can't be doing this for 8 hours a day, the entire day, you know, just talking to Susie on Friday night, right? You can't be doing that. You have to make sure that you focus 100% on this to make sure that you are learning the things that you should. And on the last note, I do want to let you know, even though somebody, you know, and this is a little bit close to heart, because day trading is a fickle business, guys. And just because we can't learn how to trade, or just because you don't get it, doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be done. One of the things that I've realized by coaching people and getting people profitable to the point where they're making money trading is that this is not easy, right? It takes a lot of work, and just because it might take us a year or two to learn how to do this doesn't necessarily mean that it is impossible. A lot of times what will happen is people will take this very personal because they sacrifice everything. They put in so much money to learn how to do this, and they lose it all. And it's really hard to take ownership of our own actions. It's really hard to look in the mirror and say, you know, the reason why I didn't learn how to trade, or the reason why I lost a $25,000 account, is because I'm not patient enough. I'm not willing to control my emotions. I'm not willing to stop going out on Saturday nights to make sure that I'm fresh on Monday to be able to trade. So it's something that I want you guys to consider, because learning how to trade, not only is it just on me, you know, I'm the one clicking the button, I'm making the decisions. So make sure, no matter how you guys are going to learn how to do this, that you take ownership of what you're doing. Because, you know, in the beginning, in my case exactly, I'm the one who took out $25,000 in student loans, bought an $8,000 package, and lost all my money trading that strategy. See what I mean? So keep that in mind, guys. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the view. I'm going to maybe give you guys a little bit of a tour here. If you guys have any questions on Instagram, Facebook, or even YouTube, mark it with hashtag #AskMarcello. I'll be happy to answer all your questions as well here on YouTube. It's getting a little difficult to answer people personally one-on-one. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and have a great one. Ciao.